Hello friends, today in this new video I will discuss a very important question of history general paper of second semester for West Bengal State University. I am also sending the answer in the community so that you can copy the answer. So let's get started. What was the significance of the Arab conquest of Sindh? It is the question of 5 marks. Answer. The Arabs conquered Sindh in 712 CE. The Arabs' conquest of Sindh provided a memorable impact in every section, such as social, religious, and political factors, cultural and economical development, and the Arab settlement. Effects of the conquest. Religious effects. First point, religious effects. First point, Sindh and Multan were the first to embrace Islam. The attempt failed in north because the Rajputs held a strong position in the north. Second bullet point, initially the Khalifa were shaken by Muhammad bin Qasim's death and Islamic propagation was slowed. Muhammad bin Qasim's alliances proved fruitful in later invasion of Islamic rulers. Third bullet point, because Arabs were not cruel, people's attitude towards Islam shifted. Fourth bullet point, no additional taxes were levied on Hindus for practicing Hinduism, which won their hearts and won them over to the Arabs. Next, second point, political and social effects. Under this point, first bullet point, the poor management of the Hindu rulers as well as their weak army forces were exposed to the world, and it piqued the interest of Arabs in occupying all of India. Second bullet point, the Arabs paved the way for communication with other Islamic regions and thus direct trade and commerce with Islamic countries began. Third bullet point, the Arabs were excellent politicians. Rather than acquiring land, they believed in winning people's hearts. Next bullet point, during this time, social reforms took place as peaceful administration was established, but the other parts of India were highly disturbed. Next bullet point, Sindh became economically strong, civilized. The Arabs' law and order altered the region's social status. Economic and cultural effects. Next main point. Under this point, first bullet point, the Arabs adopted a policy of tolerance, allowing Hindus to practice their faith. Next bullet point, the Arabs adopted the rich rituals of Brahmins and gained knowledge in astrology, medicine, and Arthashastra. You know, Arthashastra is written by Kautilya. Next bullet point, many Sanskrit words were incorporated into Arab dictionaries. Next bullet point, the small areas were transformed into cities. Next bullet point, the Arabs planned towns and business based on the crops grown in that area. This improved the Sindh region's Economic condition. Settlement of Arabs. Many Arab soldiers married Sindh women and settled in Sindh. The region's population grew as a result. Second point, the Arabs began to regard Sindh as their own land and attempted to develop it in all aspects. Next point, they believed in the development of new languages, which gave birth to the Sindhi language. A mixture of Sindh language is a mixture of Arabic and Sanskrit language. Next point, Sindhi poetry is still popular today. It has given birth to a plethora of famous poets. The Great Quran has been translated into Arabian. Next point, good city planning and construction had a significant impact on Indian culture, which was reflected later on. Conclusion. The Arab invasion was a significant historical event that resulted in social and economic development in the tribal region of Sindh. Law and order were established, peace and culture were created, education was widely distributed, trade with Arab countries was established. Since people adopted Islamic culture, their perception that Islam only believes in cruelty shifted and Islam spread. The Brahmins were respected and they were free to practice Hinduism. So the answer is